Greetings comic book fans and welcome to the Dude Cave. I'm Jason and you are watching Comic Haul Weekly, my weekly video where I share with you the brand new books I picked up this week and kind of talk a bit about them, say what I'm expecting from them. It's a massive haul this week. It was a real monster. The first 7 books I've read, so I'm going to briefly give my opinions on them. I'll go a bit more in depth in my review video that should be up in the next couple of days. So the first book I read was Superman, issue 52, The Final Days of Superman. This is the final issue. This is where we say goodbye to our new 52 Superman. I really enjoyed this. Mikhail Yanin on art. What more do I need to say? And I think the story really got the emotion of the moment. So yeah, it rounded things up nicely. Really enjoyed that. Speaking of books I really enjoyed, we have Justice League, issue number 50. This is the final issue on the Geoff Johns Jason Fabok run. Fabok does not do the next 2. Geoff Johns I think writes the next issue, but it's a different artist, not Jason Fabok. And the last issue is written by somebody totally different. This is the final part of the Dark Side War, which has been an absolute epic, and the ending to this, it just fits the story so well, and it's just as epic as the story's been. I've really enjoyed Johns and Fabok on this book, and it's just been a glorious run and ends brilliantly. We then got DC Universe Rebirth. Fantastic book. If I was still doing pick of the week, this would be my pick of the week. After reading this book, I don't think I've ever been more excited for the DC Universe. Just like so many of the wrongs that the New 52 did, Geoff Johns in one issue rights them all, and in such brilliant ways. Like that there's a whole reason why heroes have forgotten their past, why things didn't quite go back the way they should have gone after Flashpoint, and I like how he brings that to storyline. I like how he brings a lot of characters back, and the kind of characters as well that he's associating now with continuity. Brilliant stuff. If you're a DC fan that kind of fell out of love with DC because of the New 52, this is definitely a book worth trying. It's only $2.99. It's a real bargain of a book. It's about 2 comics worth for $2.99. So if you're a DC fan that hasn't read DC in years, try this, because I think if you don't like this, you're not going to like anything they're going to bring out from now on. But this could be the book that gets you back into the DCU. So this is another book I've read, Captain America, Steve Rogers, #1. Oh dear. I was enjoying the book. I liked the whole idea of Hydra being a political movement. I liked how Cap was being written. And then we get to the last page, which I'm going to speak a lot more about in my review, but it just left a real sour taste in the mouth. And, you know, on the one hand, you kind of know that there's probably a story reason for this happening. And it might all be a red herring, but it's just, I feel it was just done for shock purpose. And it just is not a direction I want to see the book going, and not a direction I kind of want to read about. We then have Miss Marvel, issue number 7. This was the perfect book to wash away the bad taste Captain America left in my mouth. And this is just another really fun issue with a science fair. And obviously with Kamala being involved, things go all kinds of pear-shaped. But yeah, this was just the perfect tonic. We then have Extraordinary X-Men, issue number 10. It continues their line of apocalypse story where the X-Men are trapped in the future. Colossus is now a horseman of the apocalypse, and he gets the Ark that's got these 600 mutants in it away from the X-Men, and the X-Men have got to try and get it back. Really good stuff, fun issue, and yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. Sticking with Jeff Lemire, next up we have Bloodshot Reborn, issue number 13. This is the final issue of the current arc, which has been the Analog Man. Again, we get like a cardboardy cover, and you get your extra content in the back, and you didn't pay any extra, but where they show you, it starts with the pencils, then the inks, and then the colours. Really cool. You really get an impression of what each kind of person brings to the book by seeing that kind of breakdown, so I really enjoyed that. The story here is brilliant. There's a fantastic twist in the middle of the story that I never saw coming, and it was just awesome. Really enjoyed this. Really good stuff. So now the rest of these books I've not read yet, so let's get into them. First up we have Grayson, issue number 20. This is the final issue. Disappointed the creative team on this has changed, and that it's not the creative team that started the series. That's a bit disappointing, but I'm still looking forward to seeing how it's going to end up. I don't think I'll be buying Nightwing. There's only so many books I can kind of add to my pull list, and with Nightwing being a twice a month book, it kind of, for me, I like Grayson, but I don't know if I twice a month like him, if you get my gist. We then have Superman, Lois and Clark, issue number 8. This is the final issue of what has been a fantastic series, as Clark's going to step up and be the Superman of this world now. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I really like that cover as well. Sometimes, you know, they fill the cover with loads of stuff, and sometimes you just need a central image, and that can just work wonders for you. But yeah, enjoying seeing how they're going to conclude that. Speaking about enjoying seeing how they're going to conclude something, we've got We Are Robin, issue number 12, which concludes this series. It's one of the sad things. This has been one of my favourite series coming out of DC, so I am a bit disappointed that it's coming to an end, because it has been great. But I am looking forward to seeing how everything's going to get tied up. We then have, from IDW, we have the X-Files, issue number 2, which I'm looking forward to that. I liked the last issue. It started out what seemed to be a straightforward FBI case, and then we had like kind of the X-Files part to that case, so I'm really looking forward to learning more about what's going on. We then have, from Image, we have Tokyo Ghost. I've really been enjoying this series. Rick Remender's been doing a bang-up job, as well as Murphy and Hollingsworth on art and colours. It's just been a really great series. We know what the title means now of Tokyo Ghost. That all makes sense now, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying this series. But then now onto Marvel, we have Captain Marvel, issue number 5. I don't think, while I've been enjoying this series, I don't think the last couple of issues have been as strong as the first issue was, but I'm hoping we're going to get back on track with this one. Daredevil, issue number 7. I am thinking about dropping the book, not because it's not. I don't think it's hitting the highs the previous run here, and I think I don't think, like, you have some books that you're a big fan of the character and you followed that character for years, or it's a character you've just got into. For me, it's like characters like Deadpool and Silver Surfer, who are characters only recently I've gotten into, and Punisher. Daredevil isn't one of those characters. My big reason why I was buying it before, because I really loved Chris Samney's art. I like how Samney and Wade work together, and that's why I enjoyed that series. Here, while there's stuff going on that I've like grown to care about and I'm interested to see, I am thinking about dropping it. It isn't the kind of top of my list every time I get it. And the thing as well with some of these Marvel books that I'm not feeling so much, I get Marvel Unlimited every month, so it's like I can still read these books. It isn't like I'm not going to be able to read them. So I'm kind of looking at a lot of the Marvel books that maybe I'm not 100% feeling, and looking, so this book is going to be very important, because it's how this issue works out that's going to make me decide, do I keep Daredevil on my pull list or do I drop? We then have Deadpool, issue number 12, which looks like we're going to be seeing the Deadpool of 2099 again, which will be cool. We have Doctor Strange then, issue number 8, with part 3 of The Last Days of Magic, which I'm looking forward to. That's been a real good story so far. We had Doctor Strange and some of the last magical people of Earth escape, and so now they've been tracked as the Impericon are trying to kind of wipe out magic in all the different multiverses, worlds in the multiverse. So they've arrived in our universe now, and the heroes, it looked bad for it, but bleak, but they managed to escape. So it's going to be interesting what happens next. Will they be able to find the last bits of magic and defeat the Impericon, or is the Impericon going to destroy magic on Earth or in our universe? We then have the Mighty Thor, issue number 7. I really enjoyed the last issue, which this issue picks up from with this story from the past, which I was really enjoying. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to that. Seeing Viking Hulk as well, that should be good. We have Star Wars, issue number 19, which continues the whole Rebel prison storyline with Leia and is it Sana? Dr. Alpha and Sana, yeah, Sana. They're you know, the only people free in this prison, as this guy's going around killing all the prisoners, and can they stop him and can they get away alive? Meanwhile, we've got Luke and Han who I think just turned up back at the Rebel prison after doing their whole thing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this series. It's still good. I don't know. I like the whole idea of the Rebel prison, and I like that whole kind of place under siege kind of thing. It's very Doctor Who-ish to me. And so yeah, I am feeling it. I don't know if it's got the joy of the first arc, but I'm still enjoying it, and seeing these characters again is always great. We then have the last issue of Star Wars Obi-Wan and Anakin, the final issue of this mini, so that's going to wrap up. So we have Spider-Man Deadpool, one of the best Deadpool comics out right now, issue number 5. And originally I thought this was a mini, but I'm not sure if it's an ongoing or what. Deadpool's been hired to kill Peter Parker, but he wants to get good friends with Peter Parker's bodyguard, Spider-Man, because he really respects him. And he's just making headway with Spider-Man, and he decides he's going to kill Peter Parker. And last issue ended with him shooting Peter Parker, so where are we going to go from here? We then have Weird World, issue number 6. This is one of the books that I buy for the art. It's so outstanding. I really like the cover as well to this issue. I think that's a really neat cover.
Yeah, this has been a really good book. I really like the characters and the journey we've been on with them, and seeing them deal with different things. Yeah, this has been a really fun series, so looking forward to that. Now we've got a lot of Doctor Who this week. We have, first up, we have the 12th Doctor, Year 2, issue number 6, which I think is a brand new story. Yeah, this kicks off a brand new story arc, so that should be good. We then have the 10th Doctor, Year 2, issue number 10. This is a new story as well. Yeah, this is a new story. So 2 Doctor Who books with 2 new stories. That's brilliant. And then we have the 9th Doctor, which this is only issue 2, so it's continuing where we got to, which I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading all them Doctor Who books. We then have Divinity 2, issue number 2, which I loved the first issue of this. I kind of wasn't one of the people that was as enamoured with the first Divinity as a lot of people were. I just thought it was an okay series, but the first issue of this was fantastic and really builds up on what we got in the first Divinity. So I'm really excited to see where this is going to go, and what a gorgeous cover. That is really a striking cover. Then we have Imperium, issue number 16, which looks like we're going to see some more Livewire and Arada, so that should be good. I feel like this book has kind of lost a bit. I don't know, this Stormbreak story has been the best story they've done, but I still like the series. I just don't feel it's as strong as it was at its height. And finally we have 2000 AD. That dude looks like, are they trying to make it Brad Pitt, or is that just me? But yeah, I'm a bit behind with this, so I'm looking forward to catching up, because I really enjoy that book, even though I'm behind. So those are my comics for this week. I will be back in the next couple of days with a review video. Well, I set about the task of reviewing all these bad boys. And then I will be back some point next week, and probably Friday, with another haul video. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed the video, give me those beautiful thumbs up so I know you're liking what I'm doing. As I said, I will be back in the next couple of days with a review video, and then back next week, back at the end of the week, with a haul video. All that leaves me to say is I've been Jason, this has been the Dude Cave, you've been watching Comic Haul Weekly. Keep reading, and bye for now.